Hello, everyone. Welcome to How the Hell Does the World Work? Day 1. So, this is a new series I'm thinking about trying out, along with the myriad of other series I have on my page. What I want to do with this is really comes from inspiration. Let me see if I can find it. There's this book called How to Think About the Economy, and it's by Per L. Byland. I think he's an University of Oklahoma professor of economics. Just realized you can't see my screen, so I'm going to change this real quick. Oh, let's see. Oh, screen capture. Okay, so Per L. Byland, Oklahoma State University. Mises Institute is also, I think, a school of economic thought. Austrian School of Economics. For radical right-wing libertarian thought and the paleo-libertarian and anarcho-capitalist movement in the United States. So I think there is maybe then an underlying motive behind this book. The author is one of the senior members of this nonprofit think tank, and the nonprofit think tank aligns itself with the Austrian School of Economics, which seems like it puts a lot of stress on economic theory derived from basic principles of human action, which seems like a pretty big theme in his opening chapters. Now, there's a lot of economic thought. Okay, opportunity cost. Okay, so this seems like this guy's big. I'll be back in a sec. I hear some of the razor thing going on. Let's take a look. Just slow down or something. What? I think it's been, let's see. It's been like 5 minutes, so maybe another.
What? That's it?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a slight tangent on Austrian School of Economics. And what I really wanted to do for this stream is kind of start thinking about how the world works. And this is an exercise that I'm sure is going to take many years for me to actually carry out. The world is changing all the time, and it's a pretty big project to undertake. But it would be cool to kind of think about this as a thought exercise and share my thoughts with you guys. And if this comes to anything, then I'll see. So I'm looking at my screen right now because I'm just trying to create a file. Well, thank you. Okay, so let's take a step back here. And how do I want to start this? Well, this Byland fellow, he really defined an economy as the interactions between different people. And really, all it boils down to is a bunch of different means to an end. Maybe my words aren't fully... Yeah, I have a feeling maybe that might not be the actual description of what he said. But from what I can remember, that's the main idea. And then I think in his description, there's a lot of different ways that economics itself can be studied. At the end of the day, it's a study of how these interactions work with people and what are the processes to turn means to an end. And I think what he means by means to an end, different means to an end, is what are the ways you can convert things, maybe natural resources, into something of value. And I think that's maybe the part I was missing in my definition earlier. Economics, or I guess economies, they should generate value for people. This is maybe where I need to go back into the book. Take a look. I guess there's also the idea of input and output and opportunity costs that he ends up talking about. You have these different inputs into, I guess, resources in an economy. And then again, an economy, according to Byland, is the interactions of different people. The way of turning means, and the way of different means, using different means to an end. I think one of the core things of an economy in the world is how Okay, maybe not how, but more so question of what, and that's what do people want? And maybe this is a more psychological exercise than an economics one. But yeah, maybe thinking about how the world works is what do people want? Thinking about how the world works. Think about what people want. At the most basic level, people want food, water, and shelter. Who provides that? Yeah. I think that's kind of the most basic thing I can think of actually. In order to survive, that is the kind of most basic want or end for a person. And really all you need to survive is food and water. So those are the two biggest things. And then you could argue shelter, but I feel like that's not as important as food and water. There's the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Food. Okay. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. Physiological needs. And then you have your safety needs, right? So personal security, employment, resources, health, and property. So maybe these are the two basic things that I really kind of want to focus on. And when we think about this, I want to think about like how does our world currently satisfy the needs of most basic water, food, air. I guess that's just a natural concept. Shelter, clothing, resources, health, property. How does our world today provide food and water for people? And I actually have no idea, how do Americans get water? How do Americans tap water? surface water, groundwater, recycled water. I wonder what recycled water is. More than 4. So this is the CDC. 148,000 public water systems. Let's see, can I open this in a new tab? Tribes, water systems, and water system operators. This kind of relates to infrastructure in the US, maybe in countries as well. So what is a public water system? More so, what is a water system? A water supply network. Coagulation, and sedimentation. Okay, so maybe there's just pipes that connect. Pipes that are built by. Who builds water pipes? See. Who builds municipal water pipes? Excuse me. How do water systems work around the world? So I guess all water does come from a body of water when you think about tap. Now, let's see, what is groundwater? I guess there's water that exists in the ground. I didn't know that. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so the second is agriculture, right? Agriculture around the world. What is our world in data? University of Oxford, okay. Hannah Ritchie. Development of food supply, agriculture, energy, and environment, the compatibility with global development. Max Roser. Publications editor and leads. He's professor of practice in global data analytics and global data analytics at the University of Oxford's Blavatnik School of Government. The programming director, co-director of Global Change Data Lab, the nonprofit organization that publishes our welcome data. Okay. Transformation of all habitats into farmland. If we rewind 1,000 years ago, it is estimated 10% is covered by glaciers and then further 40% by deserts and other barren land. Habitable land. So we use a lot of land to grow crops for biofuels and other industrial products, and even a bigger share is used to feed livestock. Okay. Interesting. The vast majority of the world's agricultural land is used to raise livestock for meat and dairy. UNFAO. Agri-food system. Oops. surface 27%, 29% land. Okay, most of it is water. %, glaciers, 14% barren land. So most of the habitable land is agriculture and forest. This is actually a pretty helpful Okay, so I do want to make note of this then. I want to see also where Allison is. Okay, I'm gonna have to go soon. Maybe in the next 10 or so minutes. But should I see this? So food, agriculture. Hannah, Richie, and Max Roser submit that. The land used today is that around 45% of the habitable land on Earth is used for agriculture. Most of the agriculture is for livestock. How many cows are slaughtered each year? I wonder where they're getting this food and agricultural organization. Okay. Wow, this is crazy. 202 million chickens every day. It's enough to bring down there. 140,000 chickens are slaughtered every minute. $12 million ducks. Yeah, this is crazy. How many farm animals are killed, but also the suffering they endured while they were raised. The majority of the world's farm animals are raised in dismal conditions. Pigs are held in cramped, stressful conditions, living a chronic life in chronic discomfort and stress. Cows get their calves taken away to produce milk for human consumption, practice under which both the mother and the calf suffer. Many animals are castrated without anesthetic. Chickens are often debeaked to stop them from fighting with other chickens out of discomfort and pain. Many cannot turn around their entire lives. Oh wow. There's a number of large negative impacts on the environment, wildlife, and our health. I wonder where they're getting this information. United Nations FAO. Food, okay. United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. Statistics. I wonder do people with a plant-based diet live shorter compared to age faster? I'm not gonna find this on Reddit, but I always feel like people who are vegan do age faster, like their skin ages faster. I don't know. Production. Okay, I'm getting a call right now, so I might need to go. But this is an interesting exercise. I'm definitely gonna try to continue it. So, see you guys in the next one.